Out of the fire.
Hmm.
So you want to talk about it?
Well, I saw that figure down there on the left. See the small old man with the beard and a
Yes, in the center.
funny hat, and he's sitting
Yeah,
down.
in the center.
It looks like he's sitting around a fire down there.
Yeah, it does.
Not a bright fire, but it's got a little bit of
Uh-huh.
flame there.
Yeah,
And he's probably, imagining things. And so the figure off to the left, off to the right, uh, looks like a woman or a couple women who are, um, they look like they're naked without clothes. So they may be part of his imagination.
mm-hmm.
So it's what's coming out of the fire, him sitting, imagine him sitting by himself and around the fire, and these are his
Yeah.
fantasies. And
Yeah.
in a way, they're coming out of the fire.
Yeah.
And there's a
Is the
way in which,
fire this black thing with the thing in the center? It's like a U-shaped black figure.
yes,
That's the fire.
yeah, and there's a little flame
Yeah, I see that.
in
Mhm.
the middle of it. Yeah. So it just occurs to me like that title, out of the fire. So there's a way in which, because this is in his imagination, um, it's coming out of the fire of his imagination, but as a way also which, because he's an old man, he's out of fire. He's out of his own energy,
Mhm.
his personal bodily fire,
Mhm.
or uh, that would be part of his younger days.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw in that.
Yeah.
He looked a little bit like Don Quixote,
Oh.
who was a man who lived in his imagination and
Oh.
fantasies. He thought he was a knight, and he had to go around and rescue damsels and fight people who were offending them.
Yeah. I like your description of his imagination of his younger days.
Uh-huh.
He's an older man.
Yeah.
I've been seeing every day in the dining room people that are in their 80s and 90s.
Uh-huh.
And we just got one new fella who was in the army, and he found another fella who was in the army, and they've been talking for a couple days army stuff.
Yeah.
You can hear everything in that dining room then he says, and of course they have to yell at each other because neither one of them can hear.
Yeah,
um,
that's funny.
but yeah, I imagine a lot of people thinking about younger days.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, army days for a lot of older men are the time of really great excitement and camaraderie and
Hmm.
brotherhood, and um, that energy of becoming a man, an adult,
Hmm.
independent, but also experiencing being connected and
Yeah.
becoming more capable of being in a relationship with a woman and having a family.
Yeah. Well, this new man talks a lot about himself being Irish and, making references to being Irish.
Uh-huh.
He came from, uh, what's that place where the Statue of Liberty is? Across the water from New York City.
Ellis Island,
Yeah. Or
Staten Island.
Staten Island. He came
Mhm.
from Staten Island.
Hmm.
And there must be a lot of Irish, must be an Irish section or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that reverberates with me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'd like to stop here, Catherine, with